Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Today we are looking at round one of the Six Nations. What a round it was. Um, in my opinion, it was a fairly expected round. All results kind of went the way you'd expect. Some maybe slightly different points wise, but the results were all expected. We'll just run through them and talk about them. So the first game, France 43, Wales 0. I mean, apparently this is like the third time in Wales's history where they've been nilled. Quite embarrassing for them. France, 43.7 tries. My opinion on France was they didn't even look top class. They didn't look like they got out of second gear, which for Wales is extremely worrying. Um, yeah, I did think there was some good for Wales. I thought Jack Morgan was really good, and I thought that at times they were able to hold France, but just once France, and I mean Dupont again is world class. He got a lot of try assists. It was mental. Um, yeah, um, France off to a flying start. Next up we have Scotland 31, Italy 19. Bit shaky for Scotland, especially kind of in the middle part of the game, but I did think it was actually an incredibly mature performance. For a Scotland side who came out the gates flying, I mean, they scored 2 tries in the first 10 minutes. And then, to be honest with you, I think the scoreline does flatter Italy quite a lot. I thought the Italians were good. They did have a decent structure. But Scotland, honestly, pretty dominant. I know they had an off section kind of between the start of the second half and about the hour mark before Hugh Jones scored his second, really. But every single one of Italy's points scored was Scotland's fault. It felt like Italy themselves never really got close to scoring. I know they got up to the line a few times, but Scotland's defence always held strong. And you look, Italy's only try was a 60-metre interception that, I'm going to be honest, Finn Russell wasn't great, but I'll talk about that in a second. And yeah, I just thought Scotland were extremely mature to Scotland of a few years ago when Italy pulled it back to 19-all in about the 45th minute or so they did. You would see them crumble. However, Scotland were mature enough to, back to basics, calm down, and they did find themselves a couple more tries. Hugh Jones finding himself a couple more tries with a hat trick. Who would have thought that with Topolotter out he would still be shining, but he is. But yeah. And then last but definitely not least, we had Ireland 27, England 22. This was a weird game. I'm going to be brutally honest. I think the scoreline does flatter England. Those 2 late tries they got definitely, they got a losing bonus point from it, so it did benefit them quite a lot. I thought England's rush defence was poor again, but I thought their scramble was brilliant. It caused Ireland so many problems. Now, yes, they've got questions of when you come across, the next 2 games are France and Scotland, who the moment either of those teams break the line, you're in trouble. But, they did well to hold Ireland. It took them quite a while. James Lowe, was it 3 try assists from a winger? Is quite rare. Lots of people moaning about the referee, and can we have one round of rugby where no one moans about the referee? I thought Ireland deserved to win. I thought England deserved to lose, and I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, an interesting first round. You could kind of see that every team. It was a normal first round. Not every team was clicking fully. There was quite a few errors in most teams. And there's some absolutely monster tests that will decide the quite a lot on the table, I reckon. You've got what? Every single game you've got Scotland, Ireland, which you think if Scotland lose it as they're expected to, you'd expect them to have another kind of regular third or fourth. Same with England. They've got France. If they lose that, as you'd expect them to, it'll be all in the Scotland-England game. And then you've got Italy-Wales, which, I mean, yeah, probably the wooden spoon match. I mean, Italy did show quite a lot. I mean, Scotland's off the cards now as a potential win, but they'd be looking at, targeting maybe that Twickenham game, or France going down to Rome and going, can we get a win there? But we'll have to wait and see. But I'm not going to talk about this week. Yeah, a few standout performers. I thought Dupont was amazing again. Jack Morgan, I'm just going to pick one from each team. So Dupont and Jack Morgan for France and Wales. Scotland, I know Hugh Jones scored a hat-trick. It'd be boring to go for him, so I'm actually going to pick Rory Darge. I thought he was extremely good. Italy had a few. I quite liked Lucchesi at prop. I thought he caused Scotland quite a few problems in the scrum. Ireland, you'd probably have to go with James Lowe, 4 try assists. I thought Crawley was decent when he came on. I mean, I didn't think any of the 10s were that outstanding, but I thought Crawley probably, if I was to make a team of the week, I'd give it to him. When he came on, Ireland's game changed. And England, I mean, Marcus Smith was all right. Itoje was decent. But I'm gonna give it to Curry, Tom Curry. I think he was solid for England as well. So yeah, that is my thoughts on the round. I will be back with a preview for next round, which is Italy, Wales, England, France, and Scotland, Ireland. I mean, good luck trying to call them. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll quickly run through the table actually. So you've got Wales in 6th, Italy in 5th, England in 4th, Ireland in 3rd, Scotland in 2nd, and France in 1st. So we'll see how that changes next week. I think it will, obviously. I mean, the winner of the Italy-Wales will jump the other one, and then France, Scotland, and Ireland all in one game, with Scotland and Ireland playing the winner or jump the other one in it. If England get a win over France, then it could be interesting. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, I shall see you later.